Yep, Webpack's recording is started. We are already on YouTube. Let me just start the YouTube as well. Let's go live on YouTube. We are live. 2, 3, I don't know how long more second. Okay, we are live.
Yeah.
All right, let me just refresh the YouTube. I just want to check. There's a delay on YouTube, but let me see if we can hear him. If we can hear each other on YouTube.
Yeah, I will check on my mobile too.
Yeah, we are live. A few seconds delay. All right. So, all right.
Yeah, we have.
Actually 10 minutes earlier, but we will start at 3 o'clock. But before 3 o'clock, just let's have a chit chat. Thanks again, for coming online, talking to me. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
before we start the presentation, I have a question, right? So usually people when they grow up, right, they say they want to become doctor, they want to become, I don't know, a lot of things, right? Not many people will say, I want to become a developer. So what happened? How did you choose to become a developer?
Yeah, I think this is a long story. I think that's we can go back when I was in the school. At that time, I spent a lot of time to go to some internet shop, and I think I found some interest with computer and stuff like that, and I can spend the whole day to navigate from this side to another side, and learning some stuff from some game or something like that. And back in I think 2003 or 2004, this is the first time I saw Yahoo Messenger. Yeah, that is a very cool software, I think. At that time, I don't know why they can talk to each other by using some small software like this. And I think, oh, maybe someday I will become someone can design or develop or something like this.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, I remember Yahoo Messenger, like old time. So why did you choose web? I mean, so many things. What happened for you to become a more expert on web and Angular?
Well, honestly, I think as the first time I enjoy to programming something. I don't think I will become a web developer like this. At the time, I think I will programming something like C++ program or gaming or something like that, or even a mobile developer. Yeah, but I have some friend and they just put me some job, and at that time I'm not sure between money and my hobby, and all. And as you can see now, I'm become a web developer because something like in Vietnamese we say that dòng đời xưa đẩy.
Oh, cool, cool. How long are you doing development now? Is it like 10 years? More than 10 years, right?
No, I think it is about 7 or 8 years, because when I was in university at the time, I'm only focused on code for study something or doing something for testing or something like that, or join some other contest. Maybe you already know that we have a lot of content in Vietnam, something like Olympic, tin học, IT Olympic, I think, and ACM, ICCP. I joined ACM about, I think, 2 times in 2014 and 2015. Yeah. After that, I am moving to challenge myself to become a developer, the real developer. So at that time, I learned a lot of programming language, C++, C Sharp, Java,
Wow.
and I already have some job with Java, but when moving to another company, they put me into another project using Node.js and JavaScript. At the time, we use RxJS. Yeah,
Ah,
zero, very old and very small JavaScript framework. And yeah, I after this project, I became JavaScript developer.
Yeah, JavaScript is fun. Yeah.
But I think developer usually don't take seriously when they learn JavaScript. Because of that, I spend few days a week to try to create new course about JavaScript and share with people. I want to share my knowledge to friend or community.
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah. So whenever you get your course ready, let me know. I will spread it to my network and connections too. It's good. Are you gonna do it in Vietnamese or are you gonna do it in English?
Yeah, right now I'm produce some. I think 6 video already produced, and it is they are in Vietnamese.
Ah,
Yeah,
cool.
and to be honestly, this is the first talk I'm using English to stay with people. Yeah, so I'm feeling good now.
Yeah, actually, I am also nervous. This is my first talk as well. Like I'm doing live and all of this tech talk. I never did it before. It's kind of a dream for me to do, but I was always scared doing it. But finally, we start doing it. Thanks to you. You are the first. I hope I don't screw it up. If I make mistakes, I apologize in advance.
Before we beginning, I think I want to I want to say that this is the first time I try to explain some technique to other people. So my English is not my primary language, so sometimes I cannot express my idea to everyone. So if sometimes we have some problem, maybe I will share another thought about it.
No worries. Yeah, don't worry. I think it's good. It's good that you give us time and coming and willing to share with us what you like to share with everyone. All right, cool.
Right now
So
we have right now we have 10 people in YouTube chat, I think.
10 people. Oh, that's
Yeah.
quite good. That's quite a lot. Already a lot. I hope they don't get disappointed with me. All
As the
right.
first time I try to live a video, I need to prepare about a week, and after that I set up a video call with people, and we have some technical problem. So sometimes we have some issue that out of control.
Yeah, actually, just before this, I don't know what happened with YouTube. Suddenly, it just removed the settings, and I was like wondering, oh my God, where are the key? Because we are using WebEx and we are streaming to YouTube Live. So I'm
Yeah.
recording it later. I will upload the higher quality video into the YouTube as well. But then this streaming stopped working for like a few seconds. I was like a little bit panicked. I was like, what? What happened? It was working till this morning, all good. Now suddenly it stopped. It was a funny thing. Yeah. So we have almost 2-3 more minutes, so we can let's wait a bit for another 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, we have
All right.
another. Hi, Aman. We have another on YouTube.
Oh, cool. That's cool. Uh, that's very cool. I think they're your friends coming online. They want.
Oh, I think that's your friend.
Yeah, they're trying to help us. Uh, cool. All right. Actually, I have another. I try to arrange as much as I can. So the next week topic is really non-tech. Next week is more on the HR. The
Yeah.
following week is on the DevSecOps. Next week is Pramila. The following week is Dustin. I think you know Dustin very well.
Yeah.
So it would be interesting the following week's topics too. So please join us on the next 2 weeks. Watch us and help us and give us feedback as well how to improve. The same with audience. If anybody has any feedback how to improve things, just drop a message on LinkedIn or a comment or anywhere that you can. We are more than happy to improve. Alrighty. Okay. Almost 2 minutes. Okay.
Maybe I will chat with people on YouTube. But
Let me also message either. The whole thing, huh? All right. Tip, do you want to share your screen so that we start sharp at 3 o'clock?
yeah, I will share my screen now.
Great.
Okay, let me share my screen. Please tell me when you see my screen.
Yes, I can see your screen very well.
Yeah, I just spent an hour ago to create this
Yeah,
to
that's
this
awesome.
slide.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
you can later share the slides and share the codes with people so that if in case they were interested to, see
yeah,
the slides, it would be good to share with them if you don't mind.
yeah. I will share it.
Okay.
Okay. So, hi everyone. My name is Tiep, and this is the first talk. I will talking about practical about micro-frontend. So, as I said before, this is the first time I try to explain about technical problem or technical topic to other people. So, my English is not primary language, so I will try my best to share with you guys. Okay, so I will start presentation now.
Yeah, thanks, Tiep. Appreciate again giving us time and coming online and sharing your knowledge with us. Thank you. All right,
Yeah.
go for it, Tiep.
Okay, so when back 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 to the day, we have a front end that's a small area of web development. We have something in back end, that database, and very hard stuff. But right now, front end become bigger and bigger. As you know, nowadays we have a lot of single page application. Yeah, they are very popular right now, and they become bigger and become more complex. So when we develop a front-end application, we usually uh, come with a lot of issue, a lot of hard problem, and I think front-end become more harder and harder right now, and they are very important right now. And I want to share with you about micro-frontend in Z talk. So let's say about me. My name is Tiep. People call me Tiep Fan, or someone can call me Tom, or someone call me cat lover. Yeah, because I have a lot of cat. So I have been recognized as Google Developer Expert in Angular. Also, I am administrator of a Facebook group about Angular. You can search it with Angular Vietnam group. You will see that. This group have about 20,000 people right now. And also I am a blogger. Yeah, you can read about Angular stuff and JavaScript stuff on my blog. This is Miss Vietnamese blog, so I think maybe in the future I will say about some other stuff with the English. Yeah. Some other thing about me you can see on my screen now. I have a Twitter handle, and if you have any question, you can ask me about it or using email. Yeah. So my main topic today is talking about micro-frontend. So I will say about micro-frontend first. So this quote is from microfrontend.org, and nowadays we have microfrontend. That's something we borrow from microservice. As you know, maybe we already know that some idea or some key feature or something already has been there for a while. Something we can move from another topic to another topic. People go around the cycle, and nowadays some ideas from microservice that move to front-end side. So we will see some core concepts that apply in both microservice and micro-frontend too. So the idea of micro-frontend is that it is an architecture or style where independently deliverable front-end application are composed into a single or greater whole. So back to today we have some by today we have a monolith application, and we have a lot of things that inside the application. And after that, we split our front-end and back-end development into separate team, and we move to another state where each service from backend we can divide into some services, and they are communicate with each other, and they combine into a single or the bigger app. So, but for now still we have a bigger app, only one bigger app. So, this, and some people, I think in a post, I read in a post about micro-frontend that someone in a conference they said that why we don't move something from microservice to front-end, so we have micro-frontend. Yeah. So some idea from or some concept from microservice that apply to micro-frontend too, and we have a new architecture for this one. Yeah. So what is benefit of micro-frontend? So we have some core benefit here. Yeah, or something like incremental upgrade, simple decouple code base, independent deployment, autonomous team. So I think this is the core benefit from both micro-frontend and microservices. So if someone come from backend side, they already know a lot about microservices, they will have the same idea about micro-frontend.
One of the things I also like about micro-frontend is it helps us to create multiple squads, as you said, autonomous teams. So we can have multiple teams and squads or scrum teams that everybody can independently deliver the project. So it will help to scale up faster and deliver the product to market faster as well. That's one of the benefits of it, in my opinion.
Yeah, that is a very good point, I think. So we all know that if something become bigger and bigger, we can break thing up to a smaller to easy to manage or easy to upgrade or something like this. So for micro-frontend, we have some constraint about browser and web server. So maybe you already know some technique that we using this technique a long time ago. For example, iframe, we can develop some page, and in this page we can embed some other page. So we can delegate to multiple teams to delegate other page, so they can deploy independently, or they can develop independently. Yeah, but there are some drawback with this technique, because when someone embed an iframe to a page, something like navigation or something like communicate with the host and the target page, they have some constraints. So it is very easy to set up and very easy to implement, but some drawback. Sometimes we don't go with iframe. I have some experience with some project that we use Nginx. So Nginx will act like a proxy when people navigate to a site or URL. Nginx will respond in a whole application. So we have something like abc.com, and in when user typing abc.com/domina, we will have the whole application that responsible for domina. Also, we have multiple applications in that scenario. So with Nginx, we can develop multiple applications and deploy it into Nginx, and Nginx will forward it to user. But it has some drawback. Yeah, something some technique will have easy to implement, but some technique will hard to implement, but they still have some drawback and some advantage for using Nginx. So when user navigate from another page to another page, sometimes this is a separate application, so we need to reload the whole page. So they will affect to user experience. And something we want to share between applications, so we cannot store in memory. So we need some technique to store this information to share between application, something like cookie or local storage or something like this. Yeah, for web application, right now I think web component is very popular, but people still experience about it. We have some spec for web component version 1 or version 2, I think. Web component right now we have some framework, something like lead HTML or something like stencil. They can create new web component, and after some step of building, we have JavaScript file, and we can put this JavaScript file into any page we want. And with web component, we can define our custom HTML tag, and we just need to embed the script file. After that, we can using that script and put custom tag to anywhere we want in our on our page. So with web component, I think it is very promising. We can use this for many things. Something like we can develop a single widget or the whole application. We already developed some of them to create some kind of widget to deploy to another site or another client's website. Something like we have a widget to user to booking an appointment, or something like a chat help. We can develop a widget for chat help. And
Do you use like require.js to build those things, or what kind of libraries do you use to build the embeddable widget in other sites?
Right now we use JavaScript and core JavaScript, and sometimes we will use some kind of tooling to have some better developer experience. After that, we will produce a single or multiple JavaScript file, but we can combine into a single JavaScript file, and we can embed it with JavaScript file or develop it to another website. Yeah. So right now, I think stencil or list HTML are very promising, and I have a lot of feeling good about it. Yeah. The fourth technique is RxJS data framework. Maybe you will I will share with you about some of this. Maybe you already hear about a single spa or peer. These two of most popular one here. Yeah. So single spa and peer are very popular in micro-frontend world. So I think I will turn up my virtual background.
Go for it.
Yeah, because it took a lot of it consumed a lot of CPU. Yeah, so I have a look with this one and for this one. I think they are the same idea, but for me, single spy is very. I think it's popular than Pira, and people can choose between one of the popular one, and maybe at the time we are recording, someone just developed another new framework for it. And
Yeah, very much possible.
yeah. And today I will using Webpack and NX for that, NX.dev. So I have a lot of good experience with NX. We use it for multiple projects right now, and they have some advantage, but they still have some disadvantage. I will share with you in the next session. Yeah, so this is the four way we can apply micro-frontend into our project. Sometimes I think we don't use single technique. We can combine multiple technique into to apply this into our project. For example, we can using orchestrator framework combined with web component. If something that need only a single release, and we can deploy to anywhere else, something like claim website or some landing page or something like this, we can develop with it with web component. And for our control, if something we can control, we can use orchestrator framework. Yeah, but iframe, I think right now we still using it. We on Android, yeah, we, there is a four way that popular to apply it, but they don't replace each other. We can use them combined. Yeah, so the main topic today I will like coding about NX, Webpack, and Angular. So you might already know that I am promote Angular, so I will using Angular for this. One thing I want to share with you guys that this is my preference, not for everyone. So you guys can use Webpack and it with the React tool. If you like React, then Angular. So NX also support Angular and React and other technique, and we can use NX to develop multiple applications. We maybe we can talk about monorepo a little bit. Right now on the JavaScript world, we have NX and Luna, I think. But with NX, we can using multiple applications with only single package.json file, as you can see here. So this is advanced, but also is the disadvantage too, because when we use single package.json file like this, when an application depend on some library, and this library is share among other application, when someone want to upgrade, they need to test the whole application that depend on that library. If we want to upgrade only single application, we can do that. With Luna, we can have multiple package.json file for each application. So we can install library separately, so they cannot touch to other project. So with this one, we can ensure that when we upgrade, we will upgrade the whole project, and if something broken, we can figure out and upgrade the other, and we can sync between applications to use the lattice technique. But the drawback is if something that doesn't support the Latin library, we need to stick with whenever the library is supported by the whole application. So one demo is just with RxJS 6. Right now, Angular depend on RxJS 6, but Next.js, we may already hear about Next.js. Next.js can support RxJS 7. Yeah, but right now Angular do not support Angular. That still support RxJS version 6. So in Angular version 13 or higher, maybe we will see that Angular will support the higher version. So at that time, we can upgrade our project to RxJS 7. So that is the drawback with this approach. So to speed up our talk, I already set up some of the configuration, some default configuration, something like generate some application like this, and install some dependency. Yeah. One thing I like about NX is because they have some tooling to manage the chain of the project, something like affected. As you can see here, if I run the command and pick and it run affected app like it, and something like this, I can detect if anything change, and I can run something like pipeline or unit test or linking to other project too. For example, I will change the app component cell app like this, and if we run again, we will see that we have an application that affected. So we can run the unit test for this one to check if everything go well. Yeah. So Learner do not provide this functionality. So I think this is the main advantage when I'm using NX. Also, so I have 3 applications. One is for self application. When we talking about micro-frontend and orchestrator framework, we will see that we have a main component that act like a cell. Other application will register to cell, and a cell will do other things like authentication and global state or something like this, and it will know when user click to some link, it will navigate to other app for it. So it acts like a gateway, and we can use it. Right now, we are using 3 applications that own their own Angular application, and I can start with some core command from Angular CLI here, and we have 2 more HR applications that in my mailbox and calendar. They all set up here, and we have they all live in zip file. So our project right now, we have cell, mailbox, and calendar. So I will say about the structure of our app. So we have this one is a cell app. This one is our mail app, and this one is our calendar app. This one we can develop a web component, as I just mentioned before, because this one will be embedded to a portal of a portion of a page. And also they have a page for this. When user click to this icon, it will navigate to the whole app that have more information than zip widget. Okay. So I will start first with some coding. Okay. So let me start our project first. First, I will run our cell app to see what we have here. Under the hood, Angular, CLI, and NX, they use Webpack for something like development and bundling, so stuff like that. Yeah, the CPU of my computer is so slow, so it cannot handle multiple things at a time.
Yeah, maybe you should
Okay.
shut down a few things.
Yeah. So this is our cell app, but a simple one. We will see that only Angular app, regular Angular app. Yeah. And we can develop another app and embed it into this. So for this one, I will run mail app, and for this one, I will run calendar. So we have three applications running on three ports. Okay, I will open three applications right now. Okay, so someone that
Yeah.
chat, yeah, Tuấn.
Yeah, I think there's one of the things people don't like about micro-frontend is when you're trying to do a pipeline, it just needs so much resources. That is quite hard. But also it means on the local development, maybe people need to be also finding a way not to running all the, like when we do microservices, we don't need all the microservices to be up to do our own development. The same with micro-frontends, I guess. You don't need to bring up everything to just develop your piece.
Yeah. After develop our application, we can build it, and it will produce only some static file, something like HTML, JavaScript, CSS, or image, or something like that. We can deploy it into our web server, something like Nginx, and after that, our cell application can talk to this Nginx and get the right application. Yeah, so we only need to run one or two applications at a time. Okay, we have cell app, mailbox, and another app, the calendar app. Okay, something like this. So I will go with one of our micro-frontend application first, something like a mailbox, and after that we can switch to another app. Okay, I
Go
will
for it. Yeah, that's exciting.
yeah,
Go.
I will clean this one first because my computer, I think they cannot handle it. Okay, so for cell app, I will enable some feature, something like routing. And for routing, we can router module for root. This is some domain language from Angular side. Yeah. So if you using React or Vue.js or something like that, they have some other domain language too for Angular. the way we can set up our router. So I will leave this one here and back to another app, mailbox, this one, and we have app module here. So for this one, we already see that I already have this one. So I will using some benefit from NX. NX provides some core feature that they extend from Angular CLI schematic. Yeah, we can using this one to generate everything we want. So for example, I want to generate Angular component or maybe module, schematic module or something like this. Okay, so we can choose our name, something like, because I'm using mailbox, so I will generate mailbox. For project, I will then for mailbox project here. I'm not sure why I cannot. Yeah, I can spawn it now. The import lab path route. Yeah, we will enable routing. Route we will use mailbox, I think. Oh, I will remove the one routing scope. Okay, so after that I can run the command, so it will generate everything for it. So we have two files that generated here, and I will generate another and generate component and mailbox. So project will be mailbox. Module we will use. I will copy the module for this one. Copy relative path. So you can see here the dry run tells us that we will have some new file and it will update this module for us. Yeah. Also, you can see that it also read and it also generate some spec file and include Z testing for it. We use that. I think right now that is more popular than Kakma or something like this. And by default, and it will use that Z for it. So I will open mailbox and you will see that we have a few more file here. So I can using this module at the app level of this one. So app mailbox and load children. This is the way Angular have to create a new implementation of lazy load module. So we can split our application to multiple file, multiple raw script file, reports, mailbox, mailbox module. So right now we can see that we have another lazy load module here. And if we navigate to zip page and try to navigate to mailbox, you will see, let me see if we have something here. Because we don't have any error here, so I think everything will work, but I want to add something. Yeah, we need set up in our module. I will set up routing for this module. So for this one, we will check if it go to zip path and pathnet bằng equal full. We will render component mailbox component. Yeah. So you can see here we have mailbox work. So this is the way Angular router work. We can tell Angular that if user navigate to some path, I want to render this component. Okay. So for example, I will go to mailbox component and set up some styling. Yeah, as you can see here, and it also set up linting for it. So it you add lint under the hood. So this is very popular right now. So we can check if someone that didn't comply our unit test rule or didn't comply our linting rule. We can ignore this highlight. We don't go away with this. So I will add some more styling. For example, I will
give me some time to ask some questions to Theo.
Yeah. I want to go with this color. Okay, so as you can see, we have mailbox here that render on our app. So this is our micro-frontend app, but how we can embed this micro-frontend into our server. So this time we'll go with Webpack stuff. Okay, so for this one, I already create some Webpack configuration file here, and as you can see, we have module federation plugin that import from Webpack. At the time of recording, we are using Webpack 5, and Webpack 5 introduce new API that is module federation. So this is very advanced API. So I have some experience, some experimental with it, and I think this is the main advantage of using Webpack 5 over Webpack 4. So for remote app, this is the remote app. We need to add something here. For example, I will add some configuration here. Okay, so let me change this file, path. I think this video on copy related path, and I will add here. So we have mailbox module exported from this one, and this is something we will export to other world. So when someone register our module to another cell app, it can accept only for this one. The export object, we can add multiple entry. We can export component, we can export JavaScript file and everything. So for now, I will export only a mailbox module. Just like we work with mailbox with this one, we will need to import mailbox module like this in our cell application. So for this one, I only export mailbox module like this. I think, yeah, okay. So another thing, because Angular have something called dependency injection. So when we want to use the single root injector, we need to share between application. And for other library we want to share, we can add to this one. But for something we need to share between multiple applications, we need to share also here. For example, Angular router, we need config something for dependency injection. So I will put it here. and Angular core also, and Angular core. They are some core component I want to share across application. And for this one, we have some kind of config for name and for library. And for this one, the file name, you can put everything you want here. So right now I will go with remote entry. So let me restart and run it again. Oh, I think I forgot to save my file. Okay, so right now I can go back to our cell app, and in cell
Every time you build, your Webex gets into a problem.
Okay, so I will go back to cell app, and as you can see, for mail app, we will also have some kind of custom Webpack config here. For this one, we will did our gateway application. So we will talk to remote application. So this one we will config a little bit different than the remote app. So for this one, we will using remote section here. Okay, I will put it here. And for calendar, I will remove it right now. So we can see here we have a mailbox and the URL to get the bundle. This one we already set up here. As you can see, we have public path, localhost 35300, and we have remote entry here. So this one we combine public path and remote and find name like this. And also we will share some of our file like this, some of our library. This one we can config many ways, but right now for simple demo, I will using string to list our share library here. Okay, I will restart the cell app again. I think I will leave my computer alone to do this stuff. Okay. Yeah, you can see. Okay, that go ahead with our application on browser. As you can see, we have some I think some installing stuff here. We have this file, and when we navigate to our cell app, we'll see that we have another file. So let me back to our editor. Okay. So first, I will set up routing for cell app application. For this one, also we want to navigate to mailbox. And how we can specify the path or the way we can navigate it. Okay, I will use the same pattern, load children. This is the function that return a promise, import. And right now we don't have the real port, the real path to the mailbox module. We can declare a virtual path. I will declare this right now. Okay. Something like this, I will go upper and declare this one and invalid module name. Oh, I will declare to another file. For this one, we have a new file called file yeah, something like this, and we can declare it here. And for load children import, we will use the virtual path that we declare here and methods here. So after that, we will use the same pattern and mailbox module. Okay, so this is the virtual path. It is not the real path. It will happen after we build the app. And as you can see, we have this one for mailbox, and we have something called export object here, and the mailbox module. We are export here. This one. Okay, so I will save the file, and we will see that some error here. Cannot resolve mailbox. Okay, mailbox. Okay, wait a minute. I will restart our app again. Webpack. I think Webpack config already has this config, so we need to restart again because this one we added after we start the no server, the Webpack server. As you can see here, when we hover to this virtual path, we only see the module definition, and this point to this one. Yeah, I think our app is working. So I will restart. As you can see, oh, we have some error here. Module not found, cannot resolve mailbox module. Okay, let me see it. Here we have this one. Why we don't see it? Oh, I think I found the problem now. Something missing on our configuration side. Uh, for this one, for this one we already set up our custom webpack, but for mail app we didn't use it. So as you can see here, we have a custom webpack config, but for mail app, it's still using default one. Okay, I will go to this and add custom configuration for development mode. Remove this one, and for production one also, and for builder, we don't use the default one from Angular CLI. We will use our custom webpack. So I think, yeah, we have Angular builder custom webpack here. Sorry, my bad. I don't I don't check this one first. So mailbox, we have this one. Okay, so I will run this again. And we can back to this one, and because it cannot locate remote, so it pop out the error like this. There are some tricky part we need to fix when using module federation. Yeah, I think everything okay now. I will go with this one. Okay, network. Oh, I don't see the file for. I don't see the file for this. I think I need to change it to root path, not the relative path. Okay, copy it and the mailbox we will have application. Okay, the first one and the second one. Okay, sometimes with Webpack we need to wait a long time for the huge project. So I don't think that I need to go with Webpack in the future. Okay, so right now I'm still don't see this file. Okay, so to produce this file, I think I need to go with another step. While this file change, we have app mailbox module. I think it cannot find this file, and this one I think it will be this. No, I don't think so. Uh, Let me add another config for it. I will create another file called bootstrap, and I will move everything from main.ts to this file, and we will use dynamic import for this one. Okay, let's try it. I want to see the file called mail remote, but I don't know why we don't output the remote file here. For the F file, we have it. Maybe I need to go back with this file. The old way to debug. Okay. Mailbox, mailbox, mailbox. Mailbox here. It still does not produce another file for it. Let me check with it first. Because I want it to produce remote entry file, something like this. But right now we don't have zip file. So you can see here, it will show the error like this. So I will use my old project to say about it. I already have a demo for this one.
Okay, I have a question. So if we want to, if these apps, they want to sync with each other, the app state or passing some information to each other, how do we do that?
Yeah, when we use Angular, we can use something called services to share state between Angular module. So basically, it micro application via a huge micro huge Angular module. So we can share between them using service, and we can share using the plain old JavaScript file, or using services from Angular. And as you know, we have some widgets, and we can talk with other using something called event bird or pops up or something like that. With Angular and JavaScript world, we can also using this one. For example, I will using subject from NGS from RxJS to act like an event bird. So we can share state or share event between micro-frontend app.
Yeah, so that's a good point on subjects. Actually, it's just questions that I have. Like, I'd like to understand a bit more the difference between behavior subject and replay subject.
Yeah,
Like maybe you can tell me when we use behavior subject, when we use replay subject.
yeah, I can tell you where about it. For IXZ, we have some type, some variant of subject. The default one is subject, that's plain subject. Mm, I think sometimes we only need the plain subject because someone want to admit some event or something like that, some action, some events or something like that, some message. Yeah, and if someone that subscribe to subject before, they will have this message. But for example, if some component that subscribe to that subject lately, so they cannot receive a message from the path. Okay, so for behavior subject, we have another step that we will have initial value or current value. When we create new behavior subject, we always have current value of this subject. And whenever someone or something that subscribe to behavior subject, we will have the lattice value of this subject. For replay subject, they they don't need initial value, but they need to set up something called the buffer size. And the buffer size, when we add the buffer size to this, if someone subscribe to to replay subject, it will replay from the path to the current with the buffer they already store in internal state. So sometimes we use behavior subject for something like Redux. You may hear about Redux. So Angular have another variant of Redux. They call NGX. They build upon Redux concept and subject behavior subject. Yeah, because we always have some kind of initial state or current state. For replay subject, sometimes I'm using it for some kind of caching because I want I don't want to set up initial value, but after that, when I have value, I will store in our buffer. And if someone subscribe to this caching as a case, it will have the relative value of case.
Oh, thank you. That's very good. Thank you. As we are almost getting to the end, I have one more question too, which is my last question. What kind of test framework would you recommend that it will help to improve the speed and also developer experience on writing a better unit test for a micro-frontend application?
Yeah, right now my prefer framework for unit test and yeah, for unit test using Zest, and for end-to-end testing for front-end application, I will prefer Cypress. If you're using Anix, you already have everything set up for you. Yeah, we have cell app here. They already have Cypress, and for cell app like this, we already have Z config for that. Yeah. And right now, Z provide a lot of benefit, something like, as you can see, your speed or memory or consumption. But they also have some drawback because Z is built upon ZDOM, so we don't using a real browser. So something like browser stuff like a window object or document object, something like this. Or sometimes you cannot using some deprecated API. Yeah. So when we move from the real browser to virtual memory object, you need something to sit between them.
Okay, thanks.
Okay,
Did it?
let me
Yeah.
open open zero one. I will pick the project using Anix, but right now I will switch to this project and run the demo. Okay. Let me open this file. And okay, so I will install. Okay, we have three applications here as the same as before. We have this one, our cell app, and we have mail app and calendar app. With cell app, we will have config for remote, like before. Okay, okay. So as you can see, we will link to our micro-frontend here. So and we will have some kind of share stuff here. Also for our micro-frontend app, for example, for mailbox, we have this one, and they have same stuff like this and like this. They all using Angular version 12. Yeah, we all using Angular version 12 like this and like this. I think for this one, we still using Pragma. I think I will change to Z, and because that I'm prefer to using NX to minimize the configuration and something like this. Maybe we don't need to learn about Webpack, learn about config Z, learn about Cypress to start development. Right now, I think for newcomer come to Angular world or React world or Vue.js world, maybe you just need to install one or more software to start development. We don't need to learn about the other.
Yeah, that would be a better developer experience as well.
Yeah, so I am prefer Angular because they have very good CLI. When I want to upgrade my project, that's run single command npm update, yeah, npm run update or nz update or something like this. It will update our project. Yeah. So let me open cell app first. I think we have whole command here. I will run the mail app first and the calendar app. They are the two. Okay.
Yep, we are running over time.
Yeah, I will run the demo for you guys, and we can finish our talk. So
Thank you.
we have calendar app. And then run. After we finish run two microphone app, I will run the shell app. Right now, I think if someone want to start with Angular, I will prefer NX over the before one from Angular team. But if someone else wants to stick with the Angular CLI, I think this is still the good choice. Um, you you guys can using everything you want, but I don't prefer to set up everything from a Webpack or config multiple steps to run the minimal app. Okay, I think our application is live now. Let me open it. So this is a mailbox, and let me see. We have yeah, we have some kind of share here, and for this one also. Okay. Yeah, you can see we have some kind of share stuff here, now something like Angular core and RxJS or Angular common or Angular router. And we will start the last one. So right now we have two standalone apps. And if we run it, we have two standalone app, and after that we can link two standalone app into the cell app. So right now we will see, yeah, something like mailbox here, and this one is a calendar app. By the way, I will update my slide and my repo, and I will put comment into the video. So I think
that would be great. Yeah, thank you.
yeah, we have this is the cell app. It will go to our micro-frontend app. As you can see here, we have remote entry for 53,000 like it. And this one, we have two micro-frontend app here. And for this one, we can navigate something like go to mailbox. Yeah, you can see we have mailbox that included in our cell app, and calendar app. We have this one. So we have two microphones that embedded into a cell app like this. And we can run separately to develop single application at a time. Yeah, so that's all
This
for
is
today.
great, man. This is great. Thank you so much, buddy. Yeah, I appreciate it. It's really good. Thank you. I learned a lot.
So I think they still have something to. I think this is not ready for production yet, but maybe after that in talk we have some kind of framework that you on top of it, and yeah, we can use it. So this is a lesson learned from it.
All right. Thank you, Tiep. Thanks everyone for watching us. Thanks again, Tiep. I appreciate it. Please, yeah, Tiep, later on share the slides, share the GitHub and a bunch of stuff. I have a lot of questions to ask. Maybe I arrange another time with you. We will do another tech talk that I can get a chance to ask the questions that I have as well. All right, buddy. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Okay, I will share my slide first, and I will change the application. I will change it a little bit.
Sure, that would be awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Oh,
all right.
I'm not sure why I can copy it.
You can, I will send you the link, the video later to you, because I will upload the higher quality video. Then I will send you the link, then you can publish everything under that. Maybe just go have a nice weekend now. I will tell you where to post. All right. Take care.
Okay.
Take care, buddy. Thanks, everyone. Bye.